Principles of Financial Administration in Business. Dr. Jose Alberto Santos. 1. Declaration: every business circulates through finances. Keeping finances healthy is a process related to debt and growth. Living debt-free is a process that goes from dependence to self-sufficiency, well-being, and prosperity. The psychology of possibility states that life moves between laws that govern results, the main one being opposition, which we will identify as obvious realities. Opposition lifts us up like birds or drags us down like leaves. When obtaining a result does not represent difficulty, it is because the obvious realities have given us their power to achieve one more victory. 2. Power versus authority. Any undertaking is a response to a need that requires dealing with and overcoming opposition. In a globalized scenario, being small can be seen as the worst threat, so we can move into the circle of complaint, deepening our concern, ending in inactivity or rebellion, which only favors competition, by losing initiative, time, and capacity. Of response. Carl Jung spoke of a feeling of inferiority that, for example, small people develop, which, in contrast, stimulates a desire to stand out that transforms weakness into a potential strength. On the other hand, there are those who see themselves as big and who, confident with their height, limit their effort, becoming slow and off. This situation seems to indicate to us the possibility of developing in our strengths the germ of our weaknesses and in our weaknesses, our strengths. There is a tendency to think that authority, the power linked to position in an organization, is the only or best way to achieve results. Power being the ability to act and obtain results, its basis is within the person, expressing itself through knowledge, the ability to integrate wills, the ability to attract others, to communicate effectively, to comply and generate satisfaction. Power is revealed in the process of fighting against situations that we consider difficult. When a challenge ceases to be a challenge, the blockage becomes a skill, a competence, a new type of power. The key to transforming our difficulties into power is to change the type of observer we are. 3. How to overcome the obvious reality of debt. One of the experiences that kill initiative, especially among small business owners, is debt. Money is an indicator of an entrepreneur's results. Controlling finances before they control us is a challenge that faces every human being. We have learned to spend, we are constantly encouraged to consume, and then we commit the diseases of economic poverty, such as lack of initiative, dishonesty, spend more than you earn, being unable to differentiate a need from a whim, being unable to prioritize, focusing on what is important, lacking a budget that plans the fulfillment of my commitments, trying to get out of a commitment by acquiring a bigger one, inability to save a percentage of our income, invest resources, following the advice of the wrong people. These diseases bury us in economic poverty, closing off possibilities. To control these obvious realities, we need to ally ourselves with the opposition, controlling it through the laws that govern stability and prosperity. For what are the laws that govern economic stability and prosperity? The laws that govern self-sufficiency, well-being, and economic prosperity are 4.1. Integrity. The honest person opens the door of credibility, giving to Caesar what is Caesar's and to God what is God's. 4.2. Frugality. Live within the limits of our income, based on a budget, avoiding waste and luxury. It is a principle that opens the possibility of actions such as moving away from the curse of credit, with the exception of a house, preparation, or investment to grow, and interest, who do not have a vacation. 4.3. Honest work, as a means to access progress. 4.4. Savings, with a defined purpose. 4.5. Invest intelligently, using the appropriate advice. 4.6. Practice the Biadi and Piade method, to improve the problem-solving process and business creativity. 4.7. Act with the end in mind, maintaining the previous principles. Remember, hard times create strong men create easy times create weak men create difficult times. What stage of the cycle are you focused on?